Hello, I'm Bill Heran, the author of the book The Missing Piece, and today we'll be just reading page for the date of February 15th. Uh, and the topic for today is Living with the Questions. And today's quote: I wanted a perfect ending. Now I've learned the hard way that some poems don't rhyme and some stories don't have a clear beginning, middle, and end. Life is about not knowing, having to change, taking the moment, and making the best of it without knowing what's going to happen. Delicious Ambiguity. That was by Gilda Radner. The restless mind is uneasy and filled with ambiguity. It needs to know and even will make up answers with no concern whether or not it's true. Admittedly, I have a difficult time navigating uncertainty, especially if it relates to financial matters. Usually, my response to such stressful vagueness heightens anxiety filled narratives with mostly unhelpful and dreadful scenarios that could put me living in a cardboard box on top of a heated grate in an urban setting. I'm sure we all have stories like these in our heads that are fear-based stories that fill in the blanks, the unknown answers in the present moment. Rainer Maria Rilke, an early 20th century Austrian poet, wrote, quote, be patient with all that is unsolved in your heart and try to love the questions themselves. Live the questions now. Perhaps you will then gradually, without noticing it, live along some distant day into the answer. End quote. Rilke was known to promote an awareness, some would call him mystical. Some would call them mystical, but it's really the awareness of the world around us, the awareness of what bothers us about certain types of uncertainties is the beginning of becoming unstuck in this dilemma. An uncertain situation that triggers me may not trigger you, and vice versa. It is less about the specifics of the uncertainty, it's more about your restless mind needing to control and pick apart what comes into view. Our awareness of this phenomenon can help us to avoid strong emotional reactions and maladaptive behaviors. When you engage in the mindfulness practice, ambiguity and the unknown are already assumed. There is no agenda to fix, figure out, or repair things when you are meditating. The goal is simply to watch, sometimes in awe, sometimes with inquiry, but always being tolerant of the vagueness of reality. So today, let's take time to watch which scenarios cause us to seek definite answers instead of musing and sitting with the questions. This pause can promote emotional and inner peace. Thank you for joining me today. I look forward to you joining me with future readings of the book. Take care.